Daddy, as we used to call him.
You have to be there in his privacy. If I can use the word even to the nudity, you see everything. He made us believe that his wife is always sent to tempt him.
Just a few weeks ago, BBC Africa released their investigation on the late TB Joshua of Synagogue Church of All Nations, that is based in Nigeria. How he groomed and abused both sexually and physically his church members, the ones that were called his disciples, really.
About what he was doing to me was that he could see into my future, that I was going to lead a life of promiscuity, and that he had to do what he was doing for my salvation.
To me, he broke my virginity.
When he come back from the service, he kept forcing himself on me. He assured me God was not upset.
But also the ordinary church members were lied to about their diagnosis, all his illegal dealings, how he brainwashed them into believing that the closer they are to him, the closer they are to God. The shaming of women.
He always painted and shamed women for being harlots and having the spirit of lust.
The beatings, how he treated, abused and hit his own child that he allegedly had outside of his marriage.
He was very afraid that someone would speak up, turn around and make him answer to those things that he had done. We're talking about years and years of abuse, consistent abuse that wasn't ending.
He hated her.
His so-called prayer mountain, that really, after watching the whole series, it sounds more like the altar of witchcraft.
People think the prayer mountain is where to go and pray, but there is more to that. So in my present, TB Joshua, cut his beard, cut part of the hair in his private part, all those things in the mouth of that fish. That was how they start multiplying.
How people lost their lives during the collapse of his building, his reaction thereafter, how he was never remorseful but more so concerned about hiding the lifeless bodies to avoid any implications. The list goes on of the things that men did during his life. Obviously, he was not a man of God, but he was serving some spirit.
Either is Satan or is God.
And after the BBC investigation was released, the so-called men of God that move exactly like him came to his defense. The likes of Bushiri, who had posted his picture then and written alongside that picture that a great and powerful man of God, I love his ministry, then and now even more. His legacy will never be erased. God told me that even books in the future will still be written about him and some schools will study about him. Really? He then went on to say, those who also love and support his contributions to Christianity, let us give thousands and thousands of likes to this great general prophet TB Joshua. Bushiri's so-called spiritual father, Hubert Angel, also posted on his page saying, I stand with prophet TB Joshua. And of course, J. Israel posted the long message. And you do know J. Israel likes being the center of attention, right? So he posted that message and also went to his YouTube channel and did a whole thing like, BBC, dear BBC, what, you can't defame this man of God, whatever. BBC came out with this post last night that reads, YouTube has terminated the official channel of disgraced Nigerian televangelist TB Joshua's mega church for violating its hate speech policies. This comes weeks after an investigation by BBC Africa Eye and Open Democracy uncovered evidence of widespread sexual abuse and torture by the late preacher. Emmanuel TV played a key role in his rise from local pastor to global star. TB Joshua died in 2021, but his Synagogue Church of All Nations is now run by his wife Evelyn Joshua. The church has not commented on the removal, but has said previous allegations of wrongdoings have been unfounded. This is the second time in 3 years that its YouTube channel has been suspended following previous breaches of the platform's community guidelines. Ever since the findings about TB Joshua were revealed, there are still people who still believe this is a fight against the body of Christ. You know how gullible Christian can be sometimes. And they still think that this is an attack on the church, or this is an attack on Christianity, which it is not. This is just an expose on the men that you seem to believe more than you do God. So I fail to understand how in 2024 still there are still people who still idolize these men. It baffles me every time, but do share your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to subscribe, like, share. Until next time, bye, and thank you for watching.